There is something about certain individuals that immediately draws attention, even before they say a word. It's an energy, a presence that cannot be ignored. People may not always be able to identify what it is, but they feel it on a deep, instinctual level. This presence, this unseen aura, is often what sets chosen ones apart from the rest of the world. It is a force that carries with it both light and mystery, making others feel either drawn toward it or intimidated by it. This aura is not something that can be turned on or off at will. It is a reflection of the inner spiritual power that chosen ones carry with them everywhere they go. The aura of a chosen one is a blend of their spiritual alignment, higher awareness, and deep connection to the divine. It's not just a physical presence, but an energetic one, something that transcends the ordinary and taps into the extraordinary. This energy vibrates on a higher frequency than most people are used to, which is why it often leaves others feeling unsettled or overwhelmed. While some may be drawn to the light and wisdom a chosen one exudes, others are intimidated by the mere fact that they cannot comprehend the power standing before them. This invisible energy radiates outward, influencing the atmosphere around the chosen one. It can cause others to question their own beliefs, assumptions, and way of life. People may become nervous, defensive, or even hostile when confronted with this energy, because it forces them to face parts of themselves they would rather keep hidden. The chosen one acts as a mirror to the soul of others, unintentionally revealing their insecurities, fears, and unresolved issues. What adds to the intimidation is the deep sense of purpose that a chosen one carries. There's an unshakable confidence in their path, even when they don't have all the answers. Others may perceive this as arrogance, but it's not. It's simply a reflection of the chosen one's inner knowing. This quiet certainty, this spiritual conviction, makes people uncomfortable because it challenges the very foundation of what they believe to be true. The aura of a chosen one also has a way of cutting through illusions. In a world where people are accustomed to hiding behind masks, chosen ones have a gift for seeing through the facade. This ability to perceive deeper truths, to sense what lies beneath the surface, can make others feel exposed, as though their carefully constructed defenses are crumbling before they even realize it. It's not something that chosen ones do intentionally, but their presence alone is often enough to bring hidden truths to light. As people encounter this kind of energy, they are left feeling both awed and unsettled. The strength, clarity, and light of the chosen one's aura forces them to reckon with the parts of themselves they might prefer to ignore. It is this powerful presence that often causes chosen ones to be feared, misunderstood, or even avoided. The very energy that gives them their strength is the same energy that leaves others feeling deeply insecure. In the chapters to come, we will delve into the more specific ways this energy manifests. From the power of presence that commands attention to the unseen energy shifts that occur when a chosen one enters a space, we'll explore why others find themselves either captivated or intimidated by chosen ones. There is a certain magnetism that some people carry, an unspoken authority that commands attention without effort. When a chosen one walks into a room, their presence is felt before they even utter a single word. It's not about physical appearance or charisma in the traditional sense. It's a deeper energy, one that resonates with everyone around them on a subconscious level. This presence is born out of their spiritual alignment, an energy that seems to fill the space around them, compelling others to take notice. The power of presence is something that can't be learned or imitated. It is an innate quality of a chosen one. It stems from the alignment between their soul and the higher purpose they are meant to fulfill. This alignment creates a field of energy that extends far beyond the physical body, and it is this field that others can't help but respond to. Whether people realize it or not, they are drawn to this energy, often feeling compelled to watch, listen, or engage with the chosen one, even if they don't fully understand why. What often intimidates people about the presence of a chosen one is the unshakable confidence that comes with it. This confidence doesn't stem from arrogance or ego, but from a deep understanding of their own path. Even in moments of uncertainty, a chosen one carries themselves with a sense of purpose that others find difficult to challenge. They don't need to seek validation or approval because their mission in life is guided by something much larger than societal norms or personal ambition. This quiet self-assurance can be unsettling for those who are not as secure in themselves, and it's often interpreted as intimidating. Another aspect of this powerful presence is the chosen one's ability to shift the energy in any environment they enter. Their vibration is higher, more refined, which means it naturally influences the energy of the space around them. People may feel lighter, more inspired, or conversely, more anxious and defensive in the presence of a chosen one. This is because the higher vibration of the chosen one causes others to become more aware of their own energy, and for many this can be an uncomfortable experience. People are often drawn to leaders, but they are also wary of those who seem different or more powerful. A chosen one has a unique combination of both, an undeniable magnetism coupled with a presence that challenges others. This is why they command attention, often without wanting it. They don't seek the spotlight, but their very existence brings it to them. In any social or professional situation, their energy will often lead others to look to them for guidance, inspiration, or leadership, even when the chosen one has no intention of taking on such a role. Moving forward, we will explore how this energy shift goes beyond physical presence. It's not just the attention they command, but how their very existence alters the dynamics of any space they enter, influencing those around them on a much deeper level. There is a unique kind of power that comes from spiritual alignment, and it has nothing to do with physical strength or material success. A chosen one exudes a kind of strength that comes from within, from their deep connection to the divine and their higher purpose. This spiritual strength is not always visible to the naked eye, but its effects are felt by everyone around them. It shifts the energy in any space they enter, creating an atmosphere that is both inspiring and intimidating. People are often uncomfortable when confronted with energy that is different from their own. A chosen one's spiritual strength resonates at a higher frequency, and this difference in energy can cause those around them to feel unsettled or even defensive. It's not that the chosen one is doing anything intentionally to provoke these feelings, it's simply the natural result of their elevated state of being. When someone carries a strong spiritual presence, it forces others to reflect on their own energy, and for many, this is an uncomfortable experience. The energy shift that occurs in the presence of a chosen one can be subtle, but its impact is profound. Others may feel a sense of unease or tension when they are around a chosen one, not because of anything the chosen one says or does, but because of the way their energy contrasts with the energy of those who are not as spiritually aligned. This tension can manifest in different ways. Some people may become anxious, while others may react with hostility or resentment. This is because the chosen one's energy brings to the surface the unresolved fears, insecurities, and doubts of those around them. The spiritual strength of a chosen one also gives them a natural authority, one that doesn't require words or actions to assert itself. This unspoken authority can be intimidating to those who are used to exerting control through force or manipulation. A chosen one doesn't need to rely on such tactics because their power comes from within. This quiet strength can make others feel powerless in comparison, leading to feelings of resentment or envy. The chosen one's presence alone is enough to shift the balance of power in any situation, even if they are not consciously trying to do so. The impact of this energy shift goes beyond individual interactions. It affects the entire atmosphere of a space. When a chosen one enters a room, the energy of the space itself changes. People may find themselves speaking more softly, behaving more respectfully, or feeling more self-conscious in the presence of the chosen one. This is because the chosen one's energy elevates the vibration of the space, creating an environment where superficial behavior and falsehoods cannot thrive. This elevation can be inspiring for some, but for others it is a reminder of their own shortcomings, and this can create tension or fear. As we continue this exploration, we will delve into how a chosen one's very existence challenges societal norms and conventions, often leading to misunderstandings or conflict. In a world that often values conformity, those who walk a different path are seen as disruptive. A chosen one embodies this disruption in every aspect of their life. They don't follow the usual patterns or adhere to societal expectations. Their way of being, thinking, and acting stands in stark contrast to the norms that govern most people's lives. This departure from the status quo can be unsettling for those who find comfort in predictability, leading to feelings of intimidation or fear. A chosen one is often seen as a challenge to the established order, simply because they refuse to fit into the conventional mold. Their choices, values, and actions are guided by a higher purpose, not by the expectations of society or the opinions of others. This independence can be both inspiring and threatening. For those who are used to following the rules and maintaining the status quo, the chosen one's refusal to conform feels like a personal affront, a silent rejection of the norms they have accepted as truth. What makes the presence of a chosen one so disruptive is that they don't seek validation from external sources. While many people base their self-worth on social approval, career success, or material wealth, a chosen one derives their sense of value from their connection to the divine and their spiritual mission. This internal compass sets them apart, making them immune to the pressures that often dictate the actions and beliefs of others. It's not that a chosen one seeks to be rebellious, it's simply that their life's purpose demands they follow a different path. This refusal to conform often places the chosen one in opposition to societal expectations, whether they realize it or not. People who are invested in maintaining the current order often view the chosen one as a threat, even if that threat is never spoken aloud. The chosen one's mere existence forces others to question the very foundations on which their lives are built. If the chosen one can live authentically without needing to conform, it raises the question, why can't others do the same? This questioning of the norm is where much of the intimidation surrounding a chosen one originates. People fear what they do not understand, and a chosen one represents a way of living that defies explanation through traditional means. They are not bound by the same limitations that hold others back, whether those are cultural, societal, or personal. This freedom is both awe-inspiring and frightening. It suggests that the limitations others have accepted may not be real after all, and for many, this is a difficult realization to confront. As we move forward, we will uncover the deeper reasons why others find it difficult to accept the authenticity and spiritual clarity of a chosen one. Their very presence highlights hidden insecurities, forcing those around them to look inward, often in ways they are not prepared for. Fear often arises when people are confronted with something they do not understand or something that forces them to examine parts of themselves they've long ignored. A chosen one naturally causes this reaction in others, not because of anything they do deliberately, but simply through their existence. The light they carry shines so brightly that it highlights the shadows within those around them, and this exposure can be deeply uncomfortable. What many perceive as intimidation or fear in the presence of a chosen one is often a reflection of their own insecurities. When people come face to face with a chosen one, they are subconsciously reminded of the parts of themselves they have hidden or neglected. It could be the dreams they gave up on, the truth they've been avoiding, or the authenticity they've sacrificed for societal acceptance. The presence of a chosen one serves as a stark contrast to these unacknowledged aspects of their lives, forcing them to confront their own inner conflicts. This confrontation can cause fear, resentment, or even hostility. The chosen one's clarity and alignment with their purpose often stand in stark contrast to the uncertainty that many people feel about their own lives. This difference is unsettling because it forces people to question their own paths. When faced with someone who walks confidently in their truth, those who have lived according to external expectations may feel a deep sense of discomfort. The chosen one becomes a mirror, reflecting back the doubts, fears, and unresolved issues that others would rather keep hidden. Insecurities, when brought to the surface, often manifest as defensiveness. People may react with criticism or judgment, projecting their own fears onto the chosen one. They may accuse the chosen one of arrogance or self-righteousness, not because the chosen one embodies these traits, but because they are projecting their own inadequacies. The chosen one's mere presence can evoke feelings of inferiority or unworthiness in others, causing them to lash out or distance themselves. This is not a reflection of the chosen one's character, but rather a defense mechanism of those who feel exposed. Another common reaction to a chosen one's presence is envy. People may envy the chosen one's sense of purpose, their spiritual strength, or the authenticity with which they live their life. This envy can turn into bitterness or resentment as people struggle with the realization that they too could live authentically but have chosen not to. The fear that others feel in the presence of a chosen one is often the fear of confronting their own potential and the choices they have made to ignore it. As the chosen one continues to walk in their truth, these reactions from others are inevitable. Their energy is so potent that it reveals what lies beneath the surface, unmasking the hidden insecurities of those they encounter. In the following chapter, we will explore how this revelation extends beyond individuals and begins to influence the broader social dynamics, challenging collective beliefs and norms. There's a unique ability that comes with spiritual awareness, an ability to see beyond the surface and into the deeper layers of existence. A chosen one naturally possesses this heightened perception, which allows them to understand energies, intentions, and truths that often go unnoticed by others. This spiritual clarity doesn't just apply to their own journey, it extends to the people around them as well. When a chosen one interacts with others, they unknowingly reveal the hidden aspects of their personalities, often bringing long-buried shadows to light. This heightened awareness can make people feel exposed. The chosen one's presence has a way of peeling back the layers of pretense that people often wear to protect themselves from vulnerability. Those who interact with the chosen one may find that they cannot maintain the facades they use to navigate social interactions. The chosen one's ability to see beyond appearances forces them to confront their own shadows, the parts of themselves they've kept hidden or have chosen to ignore. For many, this is an uncomfortable experience. The realization that someone can perceive their unspoken truths can trigger a defensive response. They may feel judged or criticized, even when the chosen one has done nothing to provoke these feelings. It is the reflection of their own insecurities, laid bare by the clarity of the chosen one's spiritual awareness, that causes discomfort. People may not understand why they feel uneasy in the presence of a chosen one, but it is often because their inner shadows are being brought to the surface. The chosen one's spiritual strength amplifies this effect. Their energy naturally resonates at a higher vibration, creating a stark contrast with the unresolved emotional or spiritual baggage others may carry. This contrast can make people feel as though their flaws or weaknesses are magnified in the presence of the chosen one, leading them to react with avoidance, discomfort, or even hostility. What is truly happening, however, is that their own inner conflicts are being mirrored back to them, prompting a deep sense of unease. In social situations, this spiritual awareness can shift the dynamics in subtle yet powerful ways. People may become more self-conscious, aware that they are being seen not just for the roles they play, but for who they truly are beneath the surface. The chosen one's presence creates an atmosphere of authenticity where superficial behavior is difficult to maintain. This forces others to confront their own truths, and for those who are not ready for that level of introspection, the experience can be intimidating. As the chosen one continues to walk in their spiritual awareness, they will inevitably challenge the comfort zones of those around them. This unintentional confrontation with the self is what causes others to fear the chosen one, as it forces them to face parts of themselves they would rather keep hidden. In the following chapter, we will explore how this spiritual authority and inner confidence influence not only individuals, but also entire social circles, shifting the dynamics in ways that can't be ignored. There is a rare and unmistakable strength that radiates from those who are spiritually grounded. A chosen one possesses this strength, not in the form of outward bravado, but as an inner confidence that comes from knowing who they are and what their purpose is. This unshakable confidence doesn't rely on external validation or the opinions of others. It is rooted in their connection to something greater, and it's this certainty that shakes the world around them. People are often unnerved by such strong, unwavering confidence because it highlights their own insecurities. Most people live with doubts about their abilities, their worth, and their purpose. When they encounter a chosen one who walks through life with a sense of purpose and clarity, it forces them to reflect on the areas where they lack that same certainty. This comparison, though often subconscious, can lead to feelings of intimidation or resentment. The chosen one's confidence is not something they need to project outwardly. It's felt in their presence. Their ability to remain composed, even in challenging situations, reveals a strength that others may envy or fear. This calm self-assurance is unsettling for those who rely on external sources of power or control to feel secure. When they see someone who operates from an inner well of strength, it undermines their perception of how power should function. It's not uncommon for others to mistake the chosen one's quiet confidence as arrogance, simply because they don't understand where that confidence comes from. In social or professional settings, the chosen one's confidence often shifts the dynamics of the group. People naturally look to those who are sure of themselves for guidance or leadership, whether it's consciously acknowledged or not. This can cause friction, especially in environments where there is competition for authority or recognition. The chosen one, however, is not seeking leadership or power in the traditional sense. They are simply following the path they know is meant for them. Yet, this unintentional leadership often creates tension, as others may feel overshadowed or challenged by the chosen one's presence. It is important to note that the confidence of a chosen one is not about perfection. They experience doubts and challenges like anyone else. However, their ability to navigate these difficulties with grace and certainty sets them apart. They trust in their journey, even when the road ahead is unclear, and this ability to maintain composure in the face of uncertainty is what others find so intimidating. For many, this level of self-trust seems unattainable, and it's this gap between their own self-doubt and the chosen one's confidence that creates tension. This quiet yet powerful confidence is what makes a chosen one stand out in any situation, often leaving others unsure of how to respond. Their presence alone can disrupt established power dynamics, causing others to question their own sense of self and purpose. In the following chapter, we will dive deeper into how this inner strength and authenticity of the chosen one challenges the ordinary, breaking free from societal expectations and causing further discomfort among those who seek conformity. Authenticity is a rare trait in a world that often demands conformity. A chosen one, however, embodies authenticity in a way that cannot be ignored. They do not feel the need to fit into societal molds or play roles that don't align with their inner truth. This unwavering commitment to living authentically sets them apart, and for many, it can be deeply unsettling. In a society that thrives on following trends and maintaining appearances, the chosen one's refusal to compromise their values makes them stand out, and not always in a way that others appreciate. The authenticity of a chosen one is rooted in their connection to a higher purpose. They are guided by their inner compass rather than the expectations of others, which can make those around them feel uncomfortable or even threatened. People are often conditioned to seek acceptance by blending in, and when they encounter someone who stands firmly in their truth, it can feel like a challenge to their own way of life. The chosen one doesn't seek approval, and this lack of need for external validation makes them unpredictable in the eyes of others. What makes authenticity so intimidating is that it exposes the inauthenticity around it. A chosen one's presence has a way of highlighting the compromises and falsehoods that people have adopted to fit in or gain social approval. This can cause others to feel judged, even if the chosen one is not actively doing anything to criticize them. It is the contrast between the chosen one's authentic self and the masks others wear that creates this discomfort. People may react with defensiveness, as though the very existence of the chosen one is a threat to the way they have constructed their lives. In many cases, people project their own insecurities onto the chosen one, accusing them of being different or too much, simply because they refuse to conform. The chosen one's authenticity can evoke feelings of inadequacy in those who have spent their lives trying to fit in. This often leads to isolation, as the chosen one finds themselves misunderstood or even ostracized for simply being who they are. However, this isolation does not deter them from their path, as their authenticity is not something they can abandon without losing their connection to their spiritual mission. Authenticity is not just about self-expression, it's about living in alignment with one's purpose. A chosen one carries this alignment with them in all aspects of their life, whether it's in their relationships, their work, or their spiritual practices. This consistency is rare, and it often makes others uncomfortable because it reveals how much they have compromised in their own lives. People may try to pressure the chosen one into conforming, believing that if they can force them into the same mold, it will validate their own choices. But the chosen one is not easily swayed, and this steadfastness only deepens the intimidation others feel. As we move forward, we will examine how the Chosen One's authenticity not only challenges individuals, but also disrupts entire social circles and environments, creating ripples that are impossible to ignore. Some people have the power to change a room simply by walking into it. A Chosen One carries this ability effortlessly, their presence alone shifting the energy in any environment they enter. It's not always something that can be easily explained, but people feel it. There's a palpable difference in the atmosphere, a heightened awareness that seems to spread without a single word being spoken. This silent influence is one of the most powerful traits of a Chosen One, and it's one of the reasons they leave such a lasting impact on others. The energy a Chosen One carries is deeply aligned with their spiritual purpose, and this alignment allows them to affect the environment around them without the need for verbal interaction. People may find themselves feeling more introspective, more aware of their own thoughts and feelings when in the presence of a Chosen One. This influence isn't forced or intentional, it's simply the result of the Chosen One's spiritual vibration interacting with the energies of those around them. It's as if their presence alone invites others to reflect, to look inward, and to confront what lies beneath the surface. This silent influence can be both inspiring and intimidating. Some people feel an unexplainable sense of peace when a Chosen One is near, as though their mere presence provides comfort and reassurance. Others, however, may experience a sense of unease, especially if they are not comfortable with their own inner world. The Chosen One's energy forces people to become more aware of themselves, and for many, this can be an uncomfortable process. It's not uncommon for people to feel exposed or vulnerable in the presence of a Chosen One, even though no words have been exchanged. The Chosen One's ability to shift energies often disrupts the status quo in social and professional settings. Where there may have been superficial conversations or false pretenses, the Chosen One's presence brings a depth that can't be ignored. People may find themselves behaving differently, speaking more truthfully, or even feeling compelled to open up in ways they normally wouldn't. This is the power of the Chosen One's silent influence. Without saying a word, they create a space where authenticity becomes inevitable. What makes this influence so profound is that it's not something the Chosen One consciously tries to wield. It's simply a byproduct of their spiritual alignment and the energy they carry. People may not always understand why they feel the way they do around a Chosen One, but they can't deny the effect it has on them. Whether it leads to greater self-awareness, inspiration, or discomfort, the Chosen One's silent influence is undeniable. Their energy serves as a catalyst for transformation, often sparking changes in others that wouldn't have happened otherwise. This ability to shift energies without words can be both a blessing and a challenge. While it allows the Chosen One to inspire and uplift, it also attracts resistance from those who aren't ready for the changes it provokes. In the following chapter, we'll explore how this influence continues to expand, impacting not just individuals, but entire environments and communities, challenging the very foundations of the world around them. Walking the path of a Chosen One is not for the faint of heart. It comes with challenges, resistance, and often isolation, but it also carries a profound strength and purpose. The unique energy that a Chosen One carries cannot be hidden or diminished, and while it may leave others feeling intimidated, it is a necessary force in the world. Embracing this intimidation means accepting the fact that not everyone will understand or appreciate the Chosen One's presence. However, this should not deter them from stepping fully into their power. A Chosen One's power is rooted in their connection to the divine, and that connection is unshakable. When they walk through life, they are guided not by the expectations of society, but by the calling of their soul. This authenticity can be polarizing, but it is also the source of their greatest influence. The energy they bring into any situation has the ability to transform, inspire, and disrupt, and this is why their presence often leaves others feeling both in awe and unsettled. The key for the Chosen One is to walk boldly in this power, understanding that their purpose is far greater than any temporary discomfort they may cause. Accepting this power means embracing the fact that others will feel threatened by it. There will always be those who react with fear, envy, or resistance, but this should not cause the Chosen One to shrink. Instead, it is a call to expand even further, to allow their light to shine even brighter. The intimidation others feel is often a reflection of their own insecurities and limitations, and it is not the chosen one's responsibility to dim themselves to make others comfortable. Instead, they are called to stand firm in their purpose, knowing that their energy is needed to bring about change. Walking boldly in this power also means understanding the responsibility that comes with it. A chosen one has the ability to influence and shift the energy around them, and this influence should be used with care and intention. It is not about control or domination, but about leading with integrity, authenticity, and love. The chosen one's presence alone is often enough to challenge the status quo, and by walking in alignment with their higher purpose, they become a beacon for others who are ready to step into their own truth. As the chosen one embraces this power, they begin to see that the intimidation others feel is not something to be feared. It is a sign that their energy is working, that they are fulfilling their purpose of awakening and inspiring change. Not everyone will understand their journey, but that is not the point. The chosen one's role is not to be understood by all, but to walk their path with confidence and faith, trusting that those who are meant to be influenced by their light will be. In the end, embracing the intimidation that their presence creates allows the chosen one to stand fully in their power. They are here to disrupt, to awaken, and to challenge the world around them. By walking boldly in their truth, they fulfill their divine purpose, leaving an indelible mark on the lives they touch and the world they transform.